garde un peu, là. C'est terminé. C'est terminé.
C'est fini.
Alors, c'est terminé, là. On va avoir besoin.
Greetings, friends. Our section Quick Knockouts once again delights fans of bright and beautiful boxing. On February 18, 2012, Canadian Superman Adonis Stevenson thrilled his fans with another swift victory. The promising American of Mexican descent, Jesus Gonzalez, was brutally knocked out by Adonis's devastating left straight at the 99-second mark of the fight.
On a eu hâte toute la semaine à enfin arriver à ce moment, Bernard. On retourne à Gonzalez à se porter en attaque, mais c'était un peu brouillon son affaire là-dessus, là.
Stevenson qui nous aurait... Oh, la main arrière encore une fois.
Ça fait 2 fois qu'il...
Gonzalez, El Martillo, le marteau contre Superman.
Directement au menton de Gonzalez.
Et là, le message est passé. Ça va jouer dur.
Gonzalez a intérêt à resserrer la garde un peu, là. C'est terminé. C'est terminé.
C'est fini.
Alors, c'est terminé, là. On va avoir besoin. Rapidement, on invite le médecin à venir dans le ring pour s'occuper de Gonzalez. Quel coup puissant de Stevenson. Adonis Stevenson qui a gelé sérieusement Jesus Gonzalez qui n'a aucune espèce d'idée de ce qui vient de se passer.
Un des plus durs.
27th of January 2001, Germany. Few people doubted that in the fight of the former world heavyweight champion Vitaly Klitschko and the former holder of the cruiserweight title Orla Norris, the Ukrainian giant would become the winner. And so it happened. But few people expected such a rapid denouement. The fight lasted only 69 seconds. The American managed to visit the ring floor twice during this time. After the second knockdown, Norris failed to rise to the end of the referee's countdown. Gerald McClellan and Julian Jackson already met in May 1993, and the victory in the 5th round was celebrated by the first, taking away the WBC middleweight world title from Jackson. On May 7, 1994, the fighters held a rematch. McClellan aggressively attacked the challenger, and soon the referee counted out a standing knockdown to Jackson. After resuming the fight, Gerald completed what he had started by knocking out his opponent with a left hook to the liver. It took only 83 seconds for the champion to do all this.
Looking to finish him up seconds into the fight. Pummeling Jackson.
I'll tell you what, they're going to stop this if he doesn't offer up a punch. This fight's going to be over.
He should go down and take an 8 count.
I'll tell you, it gets better than getting hit like that.
Relentless attack by McClellan, and finally Jackson going down. Sort of. 4, 5, 6, 7. The
McClellan doesn't want to do is get a little overconfident sloppy, because Jackson can punch.
And down goes Jackson for the second time. And this time he looks like he's crumpled for good.
He hit him on top of the head on the way down, and I'm telling you, he is totally
On May 7th, 2022, Chinese giant Zhang Zhilei uniquely and easily overcame seasoned journeyman Scott Alexander, dismantling him in just one round. A vicious left straight from Zhilei ended the fight at 114 seconds. Notably, the American had never lost early before this bout.
Even when he throws a straight left hand against the gloves without full force, it still backs his opponent up into the corner. Scott Alexander wants to make.
Watch your head.
He didn't move a lot, but right now Alexander content just to stick around. Oh, and he just ultimate powers, a straight left hand, and down goes Scott Alexander.
That is the right hand that I was talking about. Alexander wasn't even hit the canvas.
Jeez.
That's a heavy, believe me, man, when you get hit like that, boom. No, it's on the chin too. You could see it in his face, the way he fell backwards, the knee bent.
Power for Zhang Zhilei.
Absolutely, and the fight before that, I was really impressed with his performance. Vargas showed a lot of versatility, but look, right there you see the...
Your winner by knockout. He's still undefeated. The Big Bang, Zhang Zhilei.
It took the legendary Chris Eubank only 55 seconds to deal with Spaniard Jose Ignacio Baretta on July 29, 1995. The Briton floored his opponent at the start of the fight with a right hand, and moments later, knocked him out with another right hand.
Well, he hardly charges out of the corner, does he? How good is Baretta? We know very little about him except those 18 wins, but they've been in very moderate class indeed in Spain. No wins that really mean anything, and even when he won the Hispanic title, it was on a disqualification, and he's got him straight away. Is this another first round win?
This is the sort of demonstration that he wants. He wants to send a few shockwaves to Steve Collins.
Well, the first time he was hit...
Shockwaves to Steve Collins.
Well, the first time he was hit, Baretta was down. Remember, he is really a blown-up light middleweight fighting a quite heavy-hitting super middleweight in Eubank, and he may not get up from that. He's not going to get up, it's over. The referee is not going to even count. He just couldn't take the shots, he doesn't know where he is. And Eubank has won it before you could blink, really. And he's still down injured, Baretta. Well, he won his last fight in the first round. That was on a cut. And this time, it's over before it's begun. Let's hope that Baretta is all right. But he just couldn't take the weight of the punch from Eubank.
He couldn't. He just didn't have the punch resistance at all. A couple of good right hands. He got a lot of power into them punches. But really, he went straight away. He just didn't have it.
Well, that was extraordinary. I mean, this fight was in the newspapers this morning. They were saying it was a futile.
On February 22, 1998, the fearsome Mark Johnson effortlessly defended his IBF flyweight title against Arthur Johnson, for whom this was the third consecutive title attempt. Mark's fierce combination ended the fight at the 71-second mark. Interestingly, neither before nor after this bout did his opponent ever lose early.
きちっとに IBF のタイトル挑戦しましたが敗れて、おっとっと、95年7月にはダブル。
そんな違いますか。
それからこの挑戦者はこれが3度目の WBO のタピアに挑戦しましたがこれは敗れました。チャンピオンがいきます。ガードを高く上げました。左。左だ。強烈な一発がありました。ダウンです。はい、ダウン。
と喋る暇ないまで、早かったですね、今のは。
試合終了です。試合終了です。
いや、もう
これは驚きました。
パンチある選手もいいところなんですね。
地元でのあっけない勝利。
本当に浜田さん喋る前に終わっちゃいましたね。
失礼いたしました。
何にも言わないまま終わってしまいましたけど、じーっと見てれば、瞬間。
On March 15th, 1996, the fight between the future title contender David Tua and the future world champion John Ruiz took place. For the Samoan, John was the first serious opponent in his professional career. Yes, they forgot to tell David about this. The fight ended as soon as it began. Tua stunned the Puerto Rican with an American passport with his signature left hook. And then his furious series sent the opponent into a deep knockout. Ruiz was on the floor for several minutes. It took the Samoan puncher just 19 seconds to deal with such a strong opponent.
Tua comes right at him, another big bomb, and Ruiz is down. This could almost be over now.
Quite a bit right there.
The entry into the ring of the former world champion in 4 weight categories, Jorge Arce, has never left the audience indifferent, because this guy, by virtue of his incredibly aggressive style, simply could not box boring. On July 31st, 2010, fellow countrymen of the Mexican hack witnessed his fight with another Mexican ex-world champion, Jose Martin Castillo. Despite the fact that the latter's career was not going through the best of times, many expected a bright and competitive battle with good reason. But Arce himself was of a different opinion. A perfect left hook to the liver at the end of the first round knocked Castillo out. Dejected by such a defeat, Jose Martin announced after the fight the end of his career glory.
Ciudad de Tepic también es momento de acelerar las cosas, una larga ruta me parece que será muy pero muy complicada para ambos peleadores. Estamos ya en la recta final haciendo bien las cosas el travieso Arce, que me parece que ha conectado más golpes sobre la humanidad del gallito Castillo, que todavía no atina a controlar la situación, se queja ahí de un cabezazo. Fernando Cocholito Montiel, estamos casi en el cierre del primero.
Sí, estamos viendo un travieso muy movido, esperemos que no pierda la paciencia y que siga haciendo su trabajo de piernas y golpeando arriba y abajo.
Otra vez castigando con el gancho de mano izquierda y se lanza con todo, ahí se dobló Martín Castillo. La mano izquierda, ya lo decíamos, dobla al gallito Castillo, que está recibiendo la cuenta, no va a aguantar, se queda y gana el travieso Arce apenas en el primer capítulo, castigando a la región.
The great Mike Tyson never liked to stay in the ring for long. On September 5th, 1985, the 19-year-old phenomenon took only 39 seconds to destroy the little-known Michael Johnson. Sending his opponent to the canvas at the start of the fight, Mike, shortly after the resumption of the bout, brutally knocked Johnson out with a powerful right hand.
It was a fight left and a right. Johnson went goodbye. That left hook just caught him and sent him right to the canvas. 23-pound weight advantage.
Dug him in the ribs. It was a left and a right. Johnson went goodbye. That left hook just caught him and sent him right to the canvas. 23-pound weight advantage. And he put it all there. The right to the head, and it's all over. Goodbye. I hope he's not hurt, because that was a brutal, wide-open punch. He did not have his guard up, and Mike Tyson just Michael Jack Johnson, a big smile, but he didn't even break a sweat. He may have to run around on the boardwalk a little bit to get his night's work in. Just to kind of wind down. You know, these fighters get geared up for these fights, and what's he going to do after a couple of seconds work? He may take on the house.
On June 24, 2003, crowd favorite Joe Messi, in his typical flashy style, quickly overcame the not-so-challenging Robert Davis, finishing him off in just 80 seconds. During this short time, Davis hit the canvas twice.
lot of pressure. Robert Davis coming forward and trying to walk him down.
Just wants to keep everything on course. First round knockouts. Davis 8, Mason 6 in their careers.
Joe came in low that time, threw a right.
Something special.
I think he has to win and he has to be spectacular doing it.
Short right hand set up by the left. There's a right hand that hurts Davis.
Great right hand. Dropped that left hand, he dropped that right hand right in. Left hook right hand. Left hook right hand. Right on the money. All the work he's been putting in has paid off for him, and he made a spectacular move tonight.
On April 28, 2001, Kirk Johnson had no trouble in his fight against journeyman Derek Banks. The Canadian's furious combination ended the fight at 92 seconds, knocking his opponent out of the ring.
Johnson reaching in with the right hand fight with Derek Banks. Weighing 240, he was 232 for his fight against Mass.
Stay low.
Hear the voice of Buddy McGurk, former world champion.
Banks is hurt, Larry. He got wobbled.
Got to stay up, gets through the ropes, and he falls down on his head. Oh goodness, I hope he's okay. Different floor here in the LaPorte Civic Auditorium as he went through the ropes. He flipped head over heels.
There was a left hook. A hybrid left hook.
He's got no legs. His legs totally deceived him.
Yeah, he didn't know where he was going, and you see him bending through the ropes. Of course, Johnson's got to keep punching.
Referee gets in there, look at his feet up high.
Well, Banks lost his bounce because he was basically out on his feet.
On June 24, 2000, iconic fighter Mike Tyson faced giant Lou Savarese. Savarese was considered a fairly strong opponent. In his record, there was only 3 defeats that he suffered from legendary George Foreman, puncher David Izon, and considered promising Michael Grant. Spectators who were expecting Tyson's next bright victory were satisfied with what they saw. Already in the first seconds of the fight, Mike knocked down Savarese with the left hand. The boxer got up, but was hammered by a flurry of Tyson's furious attacks. The fight was also remembered for the fact that Mike, finishing off the opponent, pulled the referee to the floor, who was trying to separate the boxers. After some hitch, Iron was declared the winner. All this took him only 38 seconds.
Tyson says, "I'm sorry," to the set, "I'm sorry." He didn't hear John Coyle's instructions, and this fight may be over. Confusion here. Even Tyson doesn't know if it's been stopped. Coyle stops the fight or what? Waving his hands as if to say the fight. Yes, it's over. It's over.
He stopped it, Steve. You know what? He stopped it, but he didn't do it definitively. When Lou was getting...
David Tua's left hook is considered to be one of the most dangerous punches in boxing history. The Samoan really relied too often on this very blow, which sometimes made him a very monotonous boxer, despite the lethal power of this punch. On August 17, 2002, David proved that he can draw conclusions. Ex-champion Michael Moore, who was trying to hide from Tua's signature blow, was brutally destroyed with a terrible right hand. For all this, the formidable Samoan heavyweight spent only 30 seconds.
Here's a 30-second knockout right there. And that's what makes David Tua, David Tua.
And also, Jim, it was the body punches that made it happen.
Absolutely.
And body punches is something we never...
On August 1st, 2015, young Joseph Parker confidently passed the test against the tough Bowie Tupou. Parker's powerful right hand ended the fight at the 63-second mark.
Coming in, making himself even smaller, trying to get to the body of Joseph. Joseph smart, he hangs on, comes in an upper. What we expected, Tupou is going right after him. Getting squared up, Joseph holding him off. Joseph nails him with a shot, and the head right away.
Land some heavy shots and get him to draw him into a fight.
Nice job coming off the ropes by Tupou is going right after him. Getting squared up, Joseph holding him off. Joseph nails him with a shot, and the head right away. Joseph doesn't want to get called into a war.
I'm sure they've been training. Oh, it's all right.
He's throwing a shot, and he didn't stop. He's not getting up from this. He will not get up. It's up to 4 and 5, and he starts to quiver. It's waved up. A first-round knockout. What a punch by Joseph Parker. He didn't even see it. How about that? That is not what we expected. A first-round knockout. I want to see the replay and see exactly where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was an uppercut or whether it was a short right hand.
But he certainly hurt Bowie Tupou. How about that for the strength?
On February 14th, 2020, Ryan Garcia scored a lightning-fast victory over former two-time contender Francisco Fonseca, ending the fight in the first round. A vicious left hand sent the usually resilient Fonseca into a deep knockout. The second hand stopped at the 82nd mark.
That knocked him off. Garcia closing in now. Davis and Tevin Farmer. Got the name Riley. That is the name of his newborn. And Garcia, you see the images. Lee Bryant and his daughter Gianna passed away tragically last month. Really hurt when they graze you off the temple. Oh, and a left hand sends Fonseca down. It's over. There he's done it again. Ryan Garcia, a new tank in the 135-pound division. It is a superstar. He did the exact same thing he did to Romero Duno. 1 round, he's out.
On June 9th, 2001, Dany Williams delighted the British public with a swift annihilation of the undefeated New Zealander Kali Meehan. During the 32 seconds that the fight lasted, Williams knocked his opponent down twice.
From that dislocated right shoulder of 8 months ago, no doubt about that. He wasn't worried about the right hand.
From that dislocated right shoulder of 8 months ago, no doubt about that.
He wasn't